What a victory for the Toronto Raptors. That is the biggest win of the season, guys, for the Raptors. An impressive showing, second night of a back-to-back in Atlanta without RJ Barrett. The Toronto Raptors defeat the Atlanta Hawks. And just like that, they are now just 3.5 games back of the Hawks for the final play-in spot in the East. The race is officially on, it seems, as the Raptors have played very well in their last 3 games, and it feels like this team is starting to turn the corner. What's going on, everyone? It is Luca back with another post-game video here. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Raptors' latest victory against the Hawks, one that certainly impressed me. If y'all can do me a favor, please hit a like on the video. It helps us a ton. And also, please subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content just like this. I do a video after every single Raptors game, so you definitely don't want to miss it. The Toronto Raptors, they get it done, and they really took it to a Hawks team that did not play yesterday. This was their first game out of the All-Star break, so they were really rested. Raptors obviously played last night, traveling to Atlanta, down one of their key players, but it did not matter. They came out of the gate gunning. They opened things up with a 33-22 first quarter. Atlanta responded in the second. The Raptors had a nice third, and then things got close, which always seems to be the case whenever these two teams play. It was another thriller that came down to the wire, and the Raptors were able to hold on. Good, solid defensive play late, getting the win for Toronto. As you look at the Raptors, they were led by Immanuel Quickley. Another standout game from him. I think it's safe to say Immanuel Quickley has gotten out of his shooting slump. Quickley was 9 of 20 from the field, but 6 of 11 from three. Getting that three ball to fall has been huge. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He was magnificent, and he really set the tone early for Toronto, coming out in that first quarter and attacking. I loved how he was aggressive. And not only did he find his offense once again, putting forth another outstanding scoring performance and getting that three ball to fall, but he got his teammates involved. You know, those 5 assists, making smart decisions. Immanuel Quickley, he's just getting started as his Raptors starting point guard. This was his 22nd game as a starter for Toronto. People tend to forget that this is his first time being a full-time starter, right? In New York, he was the 6th man. He has yet to notch a full season as a starting point guard. So Immanuel Quickley, guys, he's just scratching the surface of his potential. I have been huge on his potential, big on his game, and I really think he's going to continue to get better with the Raptors as you see him get more and more comfortable for this team. Gary Trent Jr. didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but he did a fabulous job defensively. You know, especially on Trae Young, he made Trae Young a non-factor. Trae Young, 4 of 13, 2 of 6 from 3, 11 points, 7 assists. I mean, it should have been 8 points. He got a little, 3 there at the end that didn't matter. But yeah, Trae Young, this is a guy who has historically dominated the Raptors. He did not get it going at all. And you got to credit Gary Trent Jr., who was locked in defensively in this one, was still able to put up 13 points and did hit a big three, if I may add, with under 2 minutes to go when Atlanta was looking to, reclaim the lead. Gary hit a huge three, which gave the Raptors some nice breathing room as they're able to close this one out. Jakob Poeltl was solid, 12-13, 2 blocks. I thought he played very hard, getting to the basket, also being a really nice rim protector. Remember, the Raptors didn't have Poeltl and Quickley the last time they met Atlanta when they lost in Atlanta a few weeks ago. And then Scottie Barnes, 20 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, +6. It was a quiet outing, I feel, from Barnes just because of the Raptors getting a lot of solid production from other guys. As you look at this one, the Toronto Raptors had 8 players in double figures. So Scottie did his thing. Wara got the start in place of RJ. He struggled. No points, 0 of 5 from the field in 14 minutes. But then you look at the 4 other guys who finished in double figures. Huge kudos to the bench for Toronto, guys. You look at Grady Dick, he was feeling it tonight. And he is a guy who is getting more and more comfortable. And I'm telling you, I had tears in my eyes almost watching this kid play because we are seeing his development happen in real time. I mean, the way he was able to, get to the rim on some of the baskets, his cutting ability was impressive. Just him being able to hit shots at the efficiency in which he did. 8 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. On one of those threes, coming in cold from off the bench, hitting one right away. Like, we are seeing the ascension of Grady Dick take place in real time, folks. And it is great to see Grady Dick really start to find himself with this team and really buy into this role. He's getting more minutes. He's looking better each game. And I think this is just a start for Grady Dick as he continues to show that he's more than just a shooter. And that was my biggest takeaway from his game in this one. He did a little bit of everything. And I was really impressed with the way he was able to just, run the floor, cut to the basket on a couple of those possessions. So Grady Dick, really nice outing. Agbaji, this was his official coming out party for the Raptors, officially arriving, 14 points. How about 4 of 5 from deep? He loves that corner three, plus 13. Couple of Jayhawks having strong outings in this one, and Dick and Agbaji. And then Kelly Olynyk, the other guy who was acquired in the trade from the Jazz. At the time, people saying, why do the Raptors want Olynyk? He's an old guy. They don't need him. Olynyk showed why you trade for a guy like him. Just his high basketball IQ, veteran presence, down the stretch there, gave the Raptors some huge minutes. And he's arguably the best passing big man for the Raptors guys since Marc Gasol. I mean, Kelly Olynyk had 6 dimes in this one, and he had a couple of very nice dimes. 10 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds in 22 minutes. He gave the Raptors solid production, especially when this game went down to the wire. And then Bruce Brown Jr., 12 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. The Toronto Raptors, they get it done, shoot at 49% from the field. You look at the assists, they had 37. They shared the ball exceptionally well. Couple of guys doing a great job in that respect. Quickly, Barnes racking up the assists, the big men, not only Olynyk, but also Poeltl. And then, you look at points in the paint, Raptors 60 to the Hawks 58, and then points off turnovers, and then fast break points. The Raptors got out and they were running 22-9 in that department. And the Raptors, they limited the Hawks, who shot at just 43% from the field, 30% from 3. And that was the difference in this one. I mean, Atlanta could not buy a 3. And this is a team that likes to shoot a ton of them. They shot a ton of them tonight. They just didn't hit many of them, as the Raptors hit 3 more threes than the Hawks. That is ultimately the difference in a game like this. So the Raptors led by as many as 16. And this was just as impressive of a performance that you could have asked for in this spot from a young, rebuilding Raptors team that, like I said, is starting to show us just how bright the future can indeed be. There's a lot to look forward to with this team, guys. And I'm not just saying that. Like, you just look at the individuals on this team, the youngsters, quickly getting better each game. Dick, Agbaji, the continuity, the chemistry is starting to build. This is the squad now for the last 25 games. So the Raptors can really start to build some nice habits and build some positive momentum to close out the season. And by the looks of it, it looks like this team may in fact be going for the play-in. 3.5 games back. And, obviously I wasn't for the play-in, but I said I wanted to see how the Raptors were going to come out of here, come out of the break. And how have they come out of the break? They've responded. 2 wins, back-to-back fashion, and it looks like the Raptors are indeed going to go for the play-in. So, you win a couple of these, things go your way, and just like that, we got a race, it seems. So the Toronto Raptors, they will look to keep things rolling, and with the way they're looking, the Indiana Pacers, they better be ready, because that's not going to be an easy game for them on Monday, as the Raptors will be going to Indiana. And remember, the Raptors started this stretch of nice play when they lost a narrow game to Indiana going into the break. So we'll see if the Raptors can win that one on Monday. And if they do, they'll have their first 3-game winning streak and pizza party of the season. Got to add that in. All right, guys, that is it for me. Going to wrap it up here. Let me know your thoughts on this game, Raptors Nation. Hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. That is it for me. It's Lucas signing off. Until next time, stay safe.